Hello, my name is Megan and I'm going to show you how to use Passe composé with the auxiliary etro. This is called Passe composé verbs intransitifs. The easier name to remember it by is Passe composé with Dr. and Mrs. Vandertramp. Most verbs are conjugated with the auxiliary avoir in the present. For example, j'ai fini and tu as chanté. There are 16 verbs that are conjugated with the auxiliary etro in the present. This is etro in the present. The singular forms would be je suis, tu es, il est, elle est. The plural forms are nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, and elles sont. Some genius teacher once came up with an idea to make an acronym to make it easier to remember all the verbs for Passe composé with etro. The acronym is Dr. and Mrs. Vandertramp. Here are the verbs that make up the acronym. As you can see, the letters in the blue are the letters that make up the acronym. The highlighted words are the only words that don't follow the general rule for the end or the terminaison of the verb. Here are more Vandertramp verbs. And these are the rules. The past participle corresponds with the subject. With the feminine subjects, an E is at the end of the verb. With plural subjects, an S is placed at the end of the verb. If the subject is feminine and plural, ES is at the end of the verb. If you are showing respect to the subject, use the subject vous, even if the subject is actually singular. Here is an example. For devenir to become, we would use je suis devenu. Because je is singular, we leave devenu as it is. The same with tu es devenu. Tu is also singular. Il est devenu is also singular. Elle est devenue is also singular, but because there's an L there, it means that devenu has to have an E because it's also feminine. Nous sommes devenus is also plural, and so we add an S to devenu. Vous êtes devenu is also plural, and so we add an S to devenu again. Ils sont devenus is also plural, and so, once again, we add an S to the end of devenu. Elles sont devenues is also plural, but once again, because it's L, it means that it's also feminine, and so we add an ES to the end of devenu. Let's do the first exercise. We will use the correct form of etro in order to correspond with the subjects that are given. So for the first question, it says, Je blank entre la maison. And so because it's je, we use suis. Vanessa et Quinn blank partie dans l'école. Now Vanessa and Quinn could be replaced by elles, which is why we use sont. Trevor et moi blank monter l'escalier. Trevor et moi could be replaced by nous, and so we use sommes. Vous blank entrez dans le puits lentement. Because it's vous, we use et. Sonia blank partit pour quelques minutes, mais elle n'a pas trouvé de magasin. Sonia could be replaced by elle, and so we use a. Tu blank entre dans une caverne. Because it's tu, we use a. Now for the second exercise. Here we will conjugate the given verb so that it fits properly into the sentences. Je suis blank avant la fin du film, using the verb sortir. Because je is singular, we'll use sortir in the singular form. Tous les étudiants sont blancs à l'école à 10 heures, using the verb revenir. Because we see it says sont here, we use revenir in the plural form. Elle est blanc de la plateforme, deux marches à la fois, using the verb descendre. Because we see elle as a subject, we use descendu, but we add an e to the end because it's feminine. Où es-tu blanc jaune, using the verb aller. Because we see tu, that means that it's singular, and so we use aller. Madame Grange est blanc en France, using the verb retourner. Because we see it says Madame Grange, that means that it's singular and feminine, and so we use retourner with an e at the end. Vous êtes blanc chez le dentiste après 6 mois, using the verb aller. Because it's vous, that means it's plural, and so we use aller, but with an s at the end. And now for the very last exercise. This will be the hardest exercise in this video. We will be conjugating these verbs from the present to the past using etro. The words that are bolded are the verbs that will be conjugated. Je pars pour rencontrer Jamal à l'aéroport. Because it's je, we use je suis, and par is the verb partir, and so we will use parti because je is singular. Nous allons à la maison. And so, because it's new, we know it's going to be nous sommes, and allons is the verb aller, and so because nous is plural, we use aller with an s at the end. Tu montes l'escalier. Because it's two, we know there's going to be 2a, and two is singular, and so monte will be singular as well. And finally, le soldat meurt er. Because it's le soldat, we know that's going to be a because the subject is il pretty much. And because meurt is the verb mortir, then we know that the verb will be mort. And it will be singular because le soldat is singular. Thank you for watching my video about Passe composé with auxiliary etro. I hope you found this helpful.